Hi and welcome to pmplounge.com. Today, continuing our series of the project selection methods, methodologies, project selection techniques, or project selection concepts, whatever you want to call them, we are discussing internal rate of return, which is also known as IRR. So, what is internal rate of return? How is this concept useful in selecting one of the many projects available that an organization can take up? Of course, this is related to finance, just like other project selection techniques that we have already discussed. And I will link to the entire playlist of the project selection techniques that we have discussed in the description. So you can go over them and you can expect at least a couple of questions from these project selection techniques, which are easier than other scenario based questions that you will find in your PMP exam. So go over the playlist, understand all these concepts, and you can expect at least one or two questions in the PMP exam based on the project selection concepts. All right, let's get started. Let's try to understand the internal rate of return, or IRR. So we begin with the definition first, and IRR is the interest rate. So it is a kind of interest rate at which the cash inflow and cash outflow of the project equals zero. So it is that particular interest rate in which the inflow, the expenditures, the not the expenditures, but the earnings, the earnings from a project is equal to the cash outflow, which is the expenditures, which is the expenses. So the good thing here is you don't have to understand that. You don't have to remember that. You don't need to go deep and understand what is this that we are talking about. Because the kind of question that you would be getting in the PMP exam will have the IRR values already attached. So let's take a look at a sample question and understand this. Again, I'd like to reiterate here, as I have mentioned in the previous videos of project selection concepts, the fact that PMP is not an exam of your financial accounting or mathematical skills, right? It is an exam that tests you on project management concepts. So IRR, you don't have to understand the entire definition. You just kind of you can simply go over this and try to keep it in your mind. Let's take a look at a sample question and you'll have a better idea of the kind of questions you can expect in the exam around IRR. So there are three projects for you to choose from. Project A has an internal rate of return of 15%, B 20%, and C has minus 20% based on the information provided, which is the best project. Now, the simple thing to understand here is the higher the IRR, the better it is. So ideally, you should be selecting the option with the highest IRR, which is project B, 20%. And that means the internal rate of return is highest for project B, so the solution will be B. And you can expect a question as simple as this in the exam, or this you might be tested upon a couple of concepts of project selection uh, in a question that kind of has couple of concepts mixed together, and you might be given an IRR and an NPV and then be asked to select the project that your organization should go ahead with. But like I mentioned earlier, the higher the IRR, the better it is. The larger the IRR, the more favorable the project financially is to the organization. So the only thing that you need to remember here is the fact that the larger the IRR, the better that project is for financially is for the organization, and that is the project you as a project manager should be recommending to the higher management to take up. So that is all that we had in this video, a very quick video indeed. Hope you liked it, hope you understood what IRR is, and hope you understood how to answer questions related to IRR in your PMP exam. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, and check us out on our social media, facebook.com/PMP Lounge and twitter.com/PMP Lounge. And as always, do check out the website pmplounge.com, your number one free resource for PMP certification and project management industry information. Thank you.